This conference will now be recorded.
The last topic I have covered, checkbox elements. Today we talk about working with radio buttons. The topic is working with radio buttons. The radio buttons also input elements. Radio buttons also input elements. So input is the HTML tag name used to define radio buttons in a page. Well, not only the radio button we know, checkboxes, buttons, text boxes also defined using the same tag name input. Then how programmers will differentiate as a radio button by giving the type property. The type property value is radio for radio button elements. Check out this one. Let's take one application like ClearTrip, cleartrip.com. Here we have three radio button elements here. Spy the properties of any of the radio button element. Here, I'm highlighting you the properties of some radio button here. See, the HTML tag name is input. The type property value is radio. Now I want to make Selenium to select a particular radio button, say for example, round trip. Already one way was selected. I want to write code to select a radio button, say for example, round trip. There is an ID property. Using the ID property, I'll make Selenium to find the element. Using the ID property, I'll make Selenium to find the element. Then click operation we have to perform. Click is a method. Let us write the code. The clear trip application. Okay. I'm using find element method by its ID. Sorry. Let me copy the ID property of the element. Dot click. Generally in radio button, majorly there are two operations. Selecting a radio button, verifying the radio button was already selected or not. In order to select a radio button, we have to make selenium to find the radio button element and perform a click action. Simple. Checkboxes, radio buttons, operations are same. If I want to check the radio button was already selected or not, we have a method is selected will return to if the radio button was selected, otherwise it will return false. Repeat, I repeat, is selected method will return true if the radio button is selected, otherwise it will return false. Okay. Now we have created the code to select round trip radio button. It invoked the Firefox, accessing clear trip application. After accessing clear trip application, it is finding the radio button based on the ID property round trip, then performing a click action. See, the round trip was selected here. The round radio button was selected. Okay. So any radio button, the procedure would be the same. At first, we have to make selenium to find the radio button element, perform the click operation. Well done. Then the next. What next? Now I want to check a radio button was selected or not. Selected or not. See here. After launching the ClearTrip application, here I am declaring a variable of type web element. The variable name is radio. Radio equal to find element by its ID. Oh, oh. Round trip. After finding the element, initially that radio button was not selected. There is a method is selected. Is selected will return true if the radio button was selected. Initially it was not selected, false. Then I'm making selenium to select it. After selecting again, I'm printing the status of its is selected. After selecting, definitely is selected will return true. Just here, there is will return true if the radio button selected. If not selected, it will return false. Look at this one. See, initially round was not selected. It should return false. Your code selecting the round trip. After selecting a round trip, each selected must return true. Check out the output now. Initially false. After selecting the radio button, it is returning true. Here in this program, just I introduce you each selected method. The script to check the radio button is selected or not. Right. Now, I want to read all the radio buttons present in the page. You tell me the logic. I want to read all radio buttons present in the page. How? Yes, you answer me. You ping me your answer. I want to capture all radio buttons present in the page. Raj, for loop is okay. First, we need to take all the radio buttons into the Java memory, right? My question, how? List of web elements. What are the elements? There are many elements, not only radio buttons. We have text boxes, calendars, drop-down list, buttons, links, many. Tag name. What is the tag name? Sanjana, you said tag name. Tag name input. Okay, okay. So it's wrong. It's wrong. If I use tag name, not only radio buttons, text boxes also tag name is input. For text boxes also tag is input. Buttons also tag name is input. See this text box tag name. For the text box also tag name input. If I use tag name as input, not only the radio button, text boxes, check boxes, everything will be captured. Somebody have answered type. Just now I have given the details to you. Input is a HTML tag name, okay, but type property value is radio. Type property value is radio. So based on the type property, we have to make Selenium to capture all radio buttons present in the page. Because for the radio type property value is radio. Only radio buttons type property value is radio. So you check out this with here, right here. After launching the ClearTrip application, I wanted all radio buttons. So what I will do, driver dot find elements by the XPath. I'm giving the XPath expression 2 / input. Input elements whose type property value is radio. Input elements whose type property value is radio. These elements I am taking into the Java list. Maybe here my Java list name is radios. Let's see. I'm printing radios.size. Now, I want to print all the radio button values. Here, this please observe there is a value property, round trip. Here you please observe there is a value property one way. One way. So I want to capture the value property of the elements available in the Java memory. So now what I do, I'll construct a loop I equal to 0, I less than radius dot size, I plus plus. I'm just declaring a temporary variable, radio name something. Radios is a Java list that contains the radio button elements. I'm accessing the radio buttons present in the Java memory. Its value property using get attribute. I hope you remember get attribute. It returns the value property of the radio button. Now I'm printing radio name. Here I'm printing the present in the page. Here I'm printing the value property of the radio button elements. So let us this code. Now check this. It's saying there are 3 radio buttons, one way, round trip, and multi-city. So this is your output now. There are 3 radio buttons, one way, round trip, and multi-city. So this is how we can capture the radio buttons present in a page. Any page, this would be the this is. So these are the 3 programs related to working with radio buttons. Script to capture all radio buttons present in a web page. Done. So this is all about working with radio buttons. As simple. In the first program, I have explained you how to select a radio button. As somehow we have to make selenium to identify the element using either ID property or name property or any other property. First, we have to make selenium to identify the element. Click use to select a radio button. Then there is a method isSelected will return true if the radio button is selected, otherwise it will return false. Each radio button type property value is radio. Using the type property, see HTML tag name is input, whereas the type property value, we captured all radio buttons available in the page into some Java memory, Java list. Then here I printed the number of radio buttons and their names. If you confirm these 3 programs are understood, then I go with my next one. Next topic, that is working with HTML tables present in a page. It's clear, right? Right. Now, let us focus on the next element, working with HTML, or I can say user interface tables, UI tables. And do clear, friends, we are not talking about database. We are not discussing about database tables. We are discussing about the tables, HTML, UI tables present in a web page. First of all, what is this UI table? Let's see. Let me close all unwanted. Then take some ready for X tool. Here you see, we have some, there is a table present here. We have list of currencies here. All currency names and currency rates are available. If a programmer wants to show a list of records like this, they go with HTML table. Let's see some other application. Here, so here I have employee details. The program showing a list of employee details in a table-like format. Here we have list of current. Here I have a list of employee details, or here we have list of branches. All these are called generally H tables. Sir, whatever the technology used by developers for creating this element, finally browser will convert this into HTML table and display. Now today we learn how to work with these HTML tables. Let's see. I am spiking this of this element. You please have the tag name. What is the tag name here? Table. A table has table heading. It's a table heading, T head, table head. Inside the table heading, we have one table row, TR. Here, TR stands for table row. And this is table body. This is table heading. It is table body. Inside the table body, we have multiple rows here. Each row belongs to a table, is a TR element, table row element. One table row will have multiple columns, table data, TD. TD, table data. So what are the HTML tag names we have observed here? Table. A table will have rows and columns. Each row is a TR element. Each column of a row is a TD element. We'll write here. Table is HTML tag name used to define UI tables, user interface tables in a web page. Okay. Generally, a table will have rows, right? Rows. TR is a HTML tag name used to define a table row. Sorry. Used to define a table row. TD is HTML tag name used to define columns of a row, columns present in a row, right? Now, first of all, I would like to find out how many tables present in this page. I would like to know how many tables present in this page. Do you get it? Okay, you open this application and you answer me how many tables are present in this page. In this entire page, how many tables are available? I would like to know. How? I'll do one thing. I updated Firefox yesterday. I removed the try export. I'm installing the try export app because my browser was updated to current latest one. Try export. Mhm. Friends, possibly after 2-3 sessions, I will run my session with the Zoom app because I'm facing lots of performance issues with the GoToMeeting. Manager will be updating you maybe after 2 days. Okay. I have installed it. Right. Now here, I want to find. So what is star here? Star meaning all elements. All elements. There are about 422 elements present in this page. A meaning anchor. 69 links available in this page. The same way I would like to find out the number of tables. This is one, first one. See this bottom one also one table here. There are 2 tables present in this page. You got it? You understood? Please confirm. There are 2 tables present in the page. Right. Now you answer me. I want to count number of rows in this page. Number of rows in the first table. Number of rows in the first table. Yes. To get it. Number of rows present in the first table. What is the tag name used to define the rows? What is the tag name used to define the rows? TR, okay? TR, correct. If I simply write my code in this way, find elements by tag name TR, not only the TRs belongs to first table, TRs belongs to second table also will be captured. Agree? If I write my code driver dot find elements by tag name TR, TR elements available in the entire page will be taken. But my requirement, I want to find or count the number of rows in the first table. So what I will do, first I'll make Selenium to identify the table 1. I'll make Selenium to identify the table 1, this table. So what I will do, I am finding the property of this element, table element. Just a minute. This one. Yes. You please observe the class property, right? There is a class property here, data table. What I will do, just a minute. First, I'll make element to invoke this application. Then I'll make element to identify the table first. The first table has a class property, data table. I have captured it. Now, directly I can write the code. Okay, I'll do like this. First, I'll make element to identify the table. Find element by the class name. What is the class name? Data table. After finding the element, table element, then I'm using find elements. First, identify the data table element, then find elements by the tag name tr. So I am reading all tr elements of the table, first table, into some Java list. Here my Java list name is rows. So you do confirm you understood it here. First, I made selenium to identify parent element. What is the parent? Table 1, based on the class name. Then, in the table 1, capture the tr element. This is what I did here. I hope you understood this right. Now, otherwise, if I want to make it simple, let me make it simple. I'm declaring a variable of type web element. For example, table is my element name, is my variable name. The table equal to driver dot find element by the class name, the data table. So first I made selenium to identify the table. Then table dot find elements, not driver dot. Table dot find elements, meaning identify the elements inside the table. Driver dot find element, find the elements present in the whole page. Table dot find element will identify only the elements available in the specified table by the tag name tr. If you have any confusion, say this is currency table is my variable name, currency table. Because as a concept, also table concept, you assume table is a keyword. No, it's a variable. Then the currency table dot size. Oh, sorry. Right. Not currency table. We are reading all the tr elements of the currency table into some Java list to store the tr elements. Here my Java list name is rows. Rows.size. Let me run this code. See the output now. It's saying there are 20 rows or 22 rows available. There are 22 tiers available. Okay. In the same way, okay, I'll give this example. I'll put it here. If you want to practice this, check out this one. It is saying there are 22 rows available here. 22 TR elements, including the first one, because the first one also one of the TR element, correct? Now I want to print all this data present in the table. I want to read and print in the table. See how it is. Here I'm constructing a loop for int I equal to 1. I'm starting I value with 1 because I want to skip the first TR element. Because the first TR element has the heading, this name and rate. This is the first TR element, correct? I want to skip the first TR element. Then I less than rows dot size I plus plus. Well, now, once again, you please do observe here, each TR element, these are 0th TR element inside the table head, we are skipping it. Each TR element has TD elements inside, TD elements. Each TD element has a text. TDs are nothing but table data, nothing but the columns. Each TD element has a text. So I'll create one more Java list to capture the TD elements. Here my Java list name is columns equal to rows dot get of I first row dot find elements by the tag name TD. We are reading all the TD elements of the first row. I meaning value 1 here because each row has TD elements. All TD elements of the first row I am reading into a variable in the first iteration columns. Now there are 2 TD elements in each row, correct? So columns dot get of 0 is the first TD element. It has a text. Get will read the text of the 0th column. This I am taking into some variable. We name currency name. Say currency name. Then I'm declaring another variable, currency rate, something like this. Columns dot get of 1 dot get text. Now I'm printing both currency name and currency rate together. Right. Let us run this code. There are totally 22 rows available. Your code printing, reading and printing currency name and currency rate in each iteration. Got it. The last one, the first one, Australian dollar 49.52. See the last one, US dollar. Yes, the last one is US dollar here. Code able to read the entire data present table here. I hope you understood this one. Please do confirm. The concept is, first we made Selenium to identify the table. The table will have rows and columns. Each row of a table is a TR element. Each row will have some columns. Each column of a row is a element. First, we are reading all the rows of a table. Then, row by row, we are capturing all the TDs into another Java list called column, and we are reading and printing the text property of the each TD element, which is nothing but the data present in the table. Script 2, read data present in a table. Right. For any table, this is the concept. A table will have rows and columns. TR is the HTML tag name used to define rows present in a table. Each row has columns. TD is the HTML tag used to define the columns of a row. At first, we have to make Selenium to find the element. First, we have to make Selenium to find the table element. Then capture the TR elements of the table into some Java list. Then each TR element, which is a row, will have some columns. Columns are defined using the tag name TD. So we have to make Selenium to go to first TR, that is first row, capture the TD elements into another Java list. By getting the text property of the each TD element, can able to read the data present in a UI table. Got it? Right. For the two-dimensional array is not needed here. Why to make unnecessary complexity? It's not required here. Right now, have you understood this concept, today concept? Working with radio buttons and working with HTML tables, that is UI table. Okay. And see, this is also next a little extension to the tables concept. Take some application like ClearTrip. Here, there is a component date. In fact, we call it as a calendar, correct? Calendar. But for web browser, it is a HTML table only. Even calendar, please observe here. I am spying the properties of this calendar. This is also a table. Please observe here. This is also a table element. Dates are displayed in the form of a table, but above the dates, month and year displayed It is not inside the table, outside of the table. Yes, maybe there are some elements like span or something. There it be. But only dates are displayed in the form of a table. Correct? Dates are displayed in the form of a table. Now, I want to select some date, future date. Say, for example, May 2021, 15 May 2021, 2021. If it is manual testing, I click this, I'll click this, click this. I move the calendar and so tomorrow we'll learn about how to handle this kind of calendar components. Okay? Tomorrow we'll discuss how to handle this kind of calendar components. To understand it better, how to handle the calendars, how to select a date from a calendar. First, you need to practice the tables concept today, what I have explained. If you find some time, you can also practice in this Primus Bank application. See, this is also a table. I'll make Selenium to identify the tables, table row, and each table row has TDs, table data, TD. Same concept, any table, the concept is same. Okay? Well, son, for today I stop here. Tomorrow I'll extend the topic, tables topic only, calendar. Tomorrow we'll discuss about how to select a date from calendars, different calendars. Here we have a calendar, one format, maybe SpiceJet or RNHRM, we have calendars in some other format. Finally, tomorrow we'll talk about how to select a date from different calendars. Okay? We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you. I'll upload this code. My clips I have typed.